Okay, good morning. Good morning. Here they come. Good morning, everyone in the Zoom room, and good morning to everyone on Facebook Live. And good afternoon if you're already in afternoon. And welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Jo is streaming from her phone. She's in the room with us today as a guest, and we're so happy you're here today with us, Jo. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning, Andy Davis. Good morning, Al. Good morning, Mabel, and one of the Cinnamon Bears. Hi, Brian. Hi, Annette. Hey, Mom. How's it going? Good morning, Allison. Good morning, Susan, Becky, and Susan G. Hi, Sheila in Florida. Hey, Aloysius on the road. Good morning, Arlene and Dan in Virginia. Good morning to Christiana. Let's admit some more people into this room. Hey, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Sarah Page in Texas, Sandra Moore, Kathy S. in upstate New York. Hi, Cliff. Hey, Bonnie. Good morning, Carolyn. Hi, Janet Shepard. Hello. And Luda in Victoria. Welcome back. Good morning, Kevin. How's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Barb in Kentucky. Okay. Susan Miller in Seattle. Hello in Oregon. Hello to you, new face for me. Good morning, Jamie in Victoria as well. Hi, Storm, Nancy and her cow. Sherry, hello in New Hampshire. Harriet and Jane, Deborah and Gary. Oh, there he is. Hey, LMG, how's it going? Let's see who else, and everyone else off camera, and everyone still coming into the room, everyone on Facebook Live, good morning. We are here again with Joanna Wilkinson. Joanna is the Director of Programs for CDSS, the Country Dance and Song Society, and sponsor of Unplugged and Campers Week, and many, 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 many other music, dance, and song programs. So please join me in welcoming Joanna.
Thanks, Katie. It's great to be here again. For those of you who have been here for this whole week, you know our saga about what happened with our camps. We went into our camp season with a lot of excitement, but also some sadness because our family programs were not able to go forward. And just when we had gotten through 3 weeks of camp, we did have to cancel the rest of our season, including our Unplugged week, which was this year's version of Campers Week without our under 12s. And so it's wonderful that we're able to celebrate our Unplugged Week and our Campers Week with many, many people who have been on staff at that week. And today we bring you Andy Davis, who you probably know from a number of different arenas, including Noel Sing We Clear, New England Dancing Masters, and others. So Andy is going to sing for us, and we'll have a little chat after the song and talk about what Andy's been up to during these past few months. Thanks, Andy. Welcome.
Hey, thank you, Joanna, and thank you, Katie, and thank you, Jo, for the invitation initially. I'm so impressed with this Antidote of Song. The whole tone of it it's like community mental health. And it's great that the archive is there and you get to check in with everybody every day. I'm going to do a song that's a little wordy because it's a bit of a historical song, but mercifully, it has a short chorus. And I noticed Storm is online. Hello, Storm. Storm knows about our pub sing here in Brattleboro, and we often have songs that have wordy choruses, and then they have wordy verses, and then they have easy to enter into choruses for the masses. And of course, choruses were invented so the lead singer could have a moment to try to remember the opening words of the next verse. So it's a very wonderful sort of musical ecology of how these old songs worked, where one person could, learn all these words, but everybody else had a way to just, join in. And this song, I'll say a word about it before I sing it. I know you like to get to the music, but the melody will be recognizable to you. It goes all the way back to 1841. Abraham Lincoln would have been familiar with this tune and the song Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean. And it's had lots of words put to it. And these were words that I found in the 1891 collection Grange Melodies. And if you're familiar with the Grange, it's an organization very much connected with country dancing, because they built grange halls all through rural New England where people could have a potluck and a dance and a play and a gathering, and to sing and to have that type of community event. So this song has a new text. It's not Columbia, the gem of the ocean. It's three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. It's an honoring of farmers. Now, of course, in 1891, it was all about he this and he that, and the farmer is the man. And I've gotten rid of all those references to men and just made it plural, because ever since I moved to New England in the 70s, most of the farmers, or a good portion of them I've gotten to know, are women. So I just couldn't sing about the he thing. So this is the farmers are the chiefs of the nation, the finest of nobles they be. And the chorus is simply, I'll go over that for you. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. And it's so good that we're going to always do it twice, and you can come in both times. You'll hear it coming. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. So that's the chorus. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. And like so many of the old agricultural songs, it goes through the seasons. Here we go. Oh, and I'll break into occasionally a bit of a tune written by Ralph Page called Rollstone Mountain, which is just a little country dance interlude, because the farmers didn't just work in the fields, they also had fun together, and continue to do so today. All right, so here we go. The farmers are the chiefs of the nation, the finest of nobles they be. How blessed beyond others their station, from want and from envy how free. Their patent was granted in Eden, long ages and ages ago. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. Sing it now. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. In April, when nature is waking, and the bluebirds are first upon the wing, the plows now, the gallows are, the plow now, the fallows are breaking. Whence beautiful harvest then shall spring, then broadcast along the brown furrows, we hasten the good seed to sow. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. Join in now. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. Then in the clear autumn weather, they reap the rewards of their care. So busy and joyful together, what monarch with them can compare? Their barns overrunning with plenty, the trees with their fruits hanging low. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. Come on now. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade, and hoe. Then sing me the life of the farmer, with comfort and health in its train. and heed not the voice of the charmer, who'll whisper in your ear of speedier gain. And now all the rich treasures surround us, that the earth on us can bestow. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Last time. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. That was really fun.
And of course, I always like to model forgetting the lyrics, because that should never dissuade one from singing a song, not being completely confident about the lyrics, because it's a human thing.
Well, thank you for making us feel comfortable with forgetting. That's really important. So I loved your description of the Daily Antidote as community mental health. I think that's so important, and it's one of the things I think we're missing a lot when we're not gathering together as often. And I think of that especially with going to camp every summer, which is my mental health break and such a place that I like to be. So I just want to start having you talk about your connection to CDSS camps, whether it's Campers Week. Also, you've been instrumental at Ogant's family camp. So tell us, when did you start going and teaching and leading CDSS camps?
Well, first I'll say, and then I'll answer that, but it was Dr. Backus from Townsend, Vermont, who came to one of my family dances at a school many years ago, and he came up to me afterwards. He had been chosen Doctor of the Year of Vermont that year, and he said, Andy, this is community mental health. And I always remembered that, but he came up with the phrase, as far as I know. It was 1980. I moved to Vermont in 1976 from the Washington, D.C. area, and Fred Brunig called me up shortly before an American Week and said, Andy, I need one more musician to help with the staffing. And I went to Pinewoods, and let me tell you, it changed my life. It was just, I was probably a bit of a bore for the next 2 months, because everybody I met, I had to tell them about this place. But it was a wonderful week where he had hired a lot of really keepers of the flame, people like Emile Benoit from Newfoundland and Bob McQuillan, and Hugh McGraw was leading Shape Note. He's the actual editor of the Sacred Harp. It was an amazing week of meeting other people, young people, and real masters who had had a lifetime of music and dance. And that really changed my life. My wife, Robin, we got married in the 90s, and when we had kids on both hips, we ran about at least 12 years of Family Week at Buffalo Gap, Kindering. There was 1 year at Kindering in upstate New York, a stint at Pinewoods, 6 years, I think, at 2 different 3-year terms at Ogant's. So we really got into Family Week, and we just went to a wedding the other day, and both the bride and groom we remembered as children in our classes. So it sort of became an extended family, and that's sort of what happens to you when you're part of any of these dance communities. It's not, Pinewoods is fantastic, but there's many others around the country, and I think people have a similar experience. They build lifelong friendships, even though they may only see one another for a week, a summer. It becomes like old home week. when you get together and catch up. So it's been decades of relationships and friendships.
Yeah, I find having met some of these families and the kids when they were quite young, when I was on crew at Pinewoods, lo, these many years ago, that I just wanted to be involved. I wanted to see how the kids grew up. What happened? How did they stay involved in the dance community? That was really important to me too. So I love that
Yeah.
connection.
And many of
And
them do. As a musician,
they
as you
do.
get older, you have to get used to seeing these younger bands approach in the rear view mirror and pass you at a high speed.
It's true.
It's true,
Yes.
but it's wonderful. They
Yeah.
wave as they go by.
So doing family dancing community programs is something that you do during the rest of your life too. Do you want to talk about what's happening with that? What are you doing right now for Family Dance World?
Well, that's, you mentioned it a minute ago. It's the same old, same old. I came up with a line the other day. It is better to book a family dance and cancel it than to have never booked one at all. Um, there have been a lot of canceled gigs. I've done a few that feel safe at a private summer camp where everybody's assuredly tested or vaccinated, in a well ventilated hall or out on a lawn. But the public dances are not really happening right now in New England. We're just not having them. And I've done a lot of online music during the pandemic, a lot of sessions and song sharing and stuff, but I've not gotten into the online calling. My hat is off to those that have done it. I did write a dance. Someone needed a dance for one of the online dances. It's a dance for three. And I said, three? You mean for three, not three facing three, a dance for a three? And she said, yeah, because a lot of times there's three people in the room. So I wrote a little dance for three to be done. I call the dance is called Three's Not a Crowd. But anyway, we've all been struggling with that. But the family dancing is going on. There are people calling family dances on Zoom, but not much happening. We are doing sessions. There's a lot of backyard sessions going on of dance music. I do a couple of them a week that I participate in, and there's online ones all over the place. And one of the things you can do now is, I give accordion lessons to people around the country. We've really kind of extended the net with Zoom. Zoom has been amazing. Doesn't work so well for group singing, but a one-on-one musical instrument lesson or any kind of one-on-one lesson can work very well on Zoom. So there's been a lot of people making connections far and wide that they wouldn't have made just looking for the resources in their own neighborhood. How many of you, as a wave, if you've made a connection far and wide with someone during the pandemic via electronic? Yeah, it's unbelievable. I know people taking lessons from Swedish musicians, one-on-one. It's really opened that door immensely.
Yeah, it's great to see that. And at the same time, I'm still looking forward to when we can actually reconnect with people. So for all of these people here with us today who have never been to a campers week or another camp or another CDSS week, tell them why they should come. What are the things that you love? What are the things that keep you coming back all the time?
Well, probably the best thing of all is parking your car for a week and not going near it. Padding around on soft pine needles and sand, getting into water every day, singing with people every day, moving your body to music every day, hanging out with especially these family programs like Campers Week and Families Week, spending your day with children and with your elders, and of which I am now one myself. But that is just it. What a healthy thing for the spirit. Often at the end of week we say, well, we've got to go back to the real world, and then someone says, no, this is the real world. I say, okay, the other real world. But there's a sense of being at just it's very healthy living. And I have to say that the camps, Pinewoods has done a marvelous job with food. They really cater to people's needs, dietary special needs and stuff. It is a very food friendly place. And so I know it's expensive. There are scholarships. There's a real CDS makes an incredible effort to open that opportunity up to people. So you have to ask and you have to look for it, and you might have an extra session of dishwashing or be a lifeguard or camp nurse or something. But it's a marvelous, I guess, I didn't even talk about the music much, but I'm just talking about how it feels as a human being at Pinewoods for a week. One time I explained a daily schedule to a friend of mine because they'd known I'd gone off on vacation. And they said, "That's not a vacation." And I said, "No, it's a very exciting and heartwarming ordeal."
But it's true. So much of why we go to camp is to be experiencing all of that, the place, the water, the food, with this community of like-minded people. And it's amazing. And the music, the dancing, the singing, it's all additional. It's on top of that. So it's like the
Yeah.
icing on the cake almost. But being a part of that community is like nothing I think I get anywhere else in my life. It's just
I didn't mention, I bet many of you here are teachers, quite a few of you may be teachers. I was an elementary music teacher in southern Vermont for 32 years, and I always wrote up camp as professional development and always got recertification credits because I would come home with camp with notebooks of material that would make me really excited in September and end of August to go back into the classroom because I've got these great new songs I really can't wait to teach. And that really was Pinewoods and Ogontz and Timber Ridge and Buffalo Gap and some of the other camps I've been to with other organizations. You learn. You don't just, if you're on staff, none of the staff say that they only go and teach. The staff is all there to learn from one another. So you come home with new tunes, new dances,
Definitely. For some of our weeks in particular, Harmony Week is one of them. We do even offer continuing education credits for educators, so that's a possibility. And for next summer, we are planning a special intensive course for educators to teach this music and dance material. So stay
Yes.
tuned for that. Next summer, we'll
Yeah.
have more information about that as it gets
It is
closer.
it is a powerful teacher training. They haven't made much of a deal of that, but all of us that have used it that way will testify. If you need something written, Joanna, just send me a note.
I will. I'll get in touch. So I do want to hear your song again, but before we hear your song, tell us about your hat.
Oh, my hat. Well, it says on it, the Rich Earth Institute, which is a kind of a euphemism for a human urine diversion program, which is nutrient recycling. And my son happens to be very involved in this organization, hence I got the hat. But it's a citizen science initiative here in southern Vermont, based in Brattleboro, where we have a whole slew of volunteers who collect and bring their urine to a central location. You can also have a large tank put in your basement and have it pumped out and carted off. And it's used to fertilize farm fields. And it is a very rich fertilizer. It's been used for centuries in the world, but we've really gotten into this idea of trying to flush all of our problems away. And it doesn't really work because, as Barry Commoner said, there is no away. So it all goes somewhere, and the safest place to put all the nitrogen and all the different fertilizing active ingredients in urine is back into plant life. So that's the Rich Earth Institute. You can go online if you're curious about it. It's an international movement, so to speak. There are many jokes in this field. So when we talk about an international movement, you get the idea. So anyway, that's the Rich Earth Institute, and it sort of connects with my song because it's all about farmers. And instead of using purely artificial fertilizers, human urine is a low-hanging fruit, so to speak, that can be tilled back into the soil, and it enriches plants. And they've gotten grants from everyone from the National Science Foundation to the Long Island Sound water quality people, because they don't like all this stuff flowing down the Connecticut River into Long Island Sound. So it's sort of a growing thing, and as they like to say, we're number one.
Well, with that, now that we've come full circle back to your song.
I had to get that in. So do I have time to do the whole song? It's so fun.
I think we do, yes.
All right. So we'll do it again, and maybe I'll get some of the words right this time, but I love this song. And from 1891, but kind of edited slightly to make it a little more gender inclusive. And I also added the earth in there. I made a couple tweaks, but if you're curious about the original, contact me through Joe, and I'll tell you, I can send you the original lyrics. Here we go. Oh, before I sing it, thank you, Joanna. Thanks all of you for coming to the Antidote of Song. It is just such a fun thing. And keep singing. The farmers are the chiefs of the nation, the finest of nobles they be. How blessed beyond others their station, from want and from envy how free. Their patent was granted in Eden, long ages and ages ago. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Here we go. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. In April, when nature is waking, and the bluebirds are first upon the wing, the plows now the fallows are breaking, whence beautiful harvest then shall spring. Then broadcast along the brown furrows, we hasten the good seed to sow. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. I love the dancing bears. And then in the clear autumn weather, they reap the reward of their care. How busy and joyful together, what monarch with them can compare? Their barns running over with plenty, the trees with their fruits hanging low. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. So sing me the life of the farmer, with comfort and health in its train, and heed not the voice of the charmer, who'll whisper in your ear of speedier gain. Now all the rich treasures surround us, that the earth on us can bestow. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Oh, the farmers forever. 3 cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Yes! farmers forever. Three cheers for the plows, spade and hoe. Last time. Oh, the farmers forever. Three cheers for the plow, spade and hoe. And thank you for getting the farm tools out. Head out to the garden now.
Andy, thank you so much for singing today. It's been great to have you. It's been great to talk to you, and I hope we'll see you at camp next summer.
I hope so too.
Yes.
Thanks to all of you. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you, Andy. That was a blast. I know a lot of farmers in my life, and I can't wait to send them to our Facebook page to watch this later.
Very good.
And many women farmers too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, Joanna. And thank you to everyone out there watching on Facebook Live. We'll see you on Facebook Live tomorrow.